We've got a great lineup on TMN this month with the premiere of the second season of Sensitive Skin, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus is back for season 5 of the hit comedy Veep. And it's also the start of blockbuster season, so we'll be taking a look at some of the biggest movies hitting the screens this summer and on the Movie Network. Since the debut of Jaws in the summer of 1975, Hollywood has been chasing summer moviegoers. What was once an off-season for movies has fast become the ideal time to draw the biggest audience. And what better way to kick off summer than with Marvel's latest installment, Captain America: Civil War, with one of the biggest ensemble casts and budgets, by the way. The movie features some new additions to the Avenger world, with Spider-Man and Ant-Man joining the team.
This doesn't have to end in a fight, Tony.
You just started a war.
Another epic battle coming to screens is X-Men Apocalypse. Will this be the last of the First Class story arc? And rumor has it, Wolverine makes an important cameo.
The world needs the X-Men.
That's why I'm here, to fight.
Not all of us can control our powers.
Then don't. This is war.
Everything they built will fall!
All summer long, the Movie Network will also be airing some of the most notable blockbusters of the past 30 years. So, here are a few to get you primed for the season.
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
Released on May 16th, 1986, Top Gun was the highest-grossing film of that year.
I gotta give you your dream shot. I'm gonna send you up against the best. You two characters are going to Top Gun.
And this is the movie that made Tom Cruise, and Jerry Bruckheimer a bona fide hitmaker. Ray-Ban and bomber jackets came back in style, and enlistment in the United States Navy increased by 500% after the film's release.
That's because every time you go up in the air, you're unsafe.
I am dangerous.
Perfectly eclipsing the 1980s in the MTV generation, Top Gun was cheesy, silly, and just plain awesome.
What is the Matrix? It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
With the release of The Matrix, the special effects world was never the same. Thanks to the team behind the special effects, which included computer scientists, physicists, and mathematicians, audiences were exposed to some of the most iconic action scenes in cinema.
Listen very carefully to what I'm about to tell you.
I remember everything.
With his 2 installments, director Paul Greengrass injected new life into the Bourne series. The pulsating action and character arcs in The Bourne Supremacy and The Bourne Ultimatum were a hit with fans.
This is Jason Bourne, the toughest target that you've ever tracked.
Then Greengrass stated he would not direct another Bourne movie.
I think I've done my stint for Jason Bourne.
Well, somebody must have changed his mind, because this summer, fans can look forward to Matt Damon reprising his role and Greengrass behind the lens in the highly anticipated film aptly named Jason Bourne.
Every time we've unveiled a new attraction, attendance has spiked.
That was awesome.
Corporate felt genetic modification would up the wow factor.
They're dinosaurs. Wow enough.
Jurassic World absolutely dominated the box office. It raked in a staggering $1.67 billion worldwide, making it one of the biggest movies of all time.
So here we are. A thief, 2 thugs, an assassin, and a maniac. But we're not gonna stand by as evil wipes out the galaxy. I guess we're stuck together. Partners.
Guardians of the Galaxy went from being one of Marvel's most obscure comics to one of their most successful movies to date. And this was a total surprise to just about everyone. Starring Chris Pratt, who was a relative unknown at the time, Zoe Saldana, and former wrestler David Bautista. Arguably their biggest stars, Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel, provided only voice work.
Oh, yeah.
The film featured almost 3,000 visual effects shots, which accounted for about 90% of the film. It was funny, it was entertaining, and it raked in almost $800 million at the box office. I think it's safe to say that Marvel might have this whole movie thing figured out. Next, she made waves as the unapologetic, over-the-top, in all the right ways Samantha Jones on Sex and the City, and now Kim Cattrall returns for season 2 of the acclaimed Canadian series Sensitive Skin.
You were married to him for 30 years. You couldn't figure out the password?
I want you to know I have shocking, dark, fascinating secrets.
This season in particular, we're doing great things with Kim. We're pushing her a little farther.
In the first series, she was more of a passenger in her life, but now she's in the driver's seat. And that's really exciting.
Would you meet me at the ferry docks?
Ferry docks?
I'm on the island.
It's 8 months later in Davina's life, and she's having to face a tremendous amount of challenge and separation, and she feels very isolated. She changes her locale. She moves to Toronto Island.
Oh my God.
Nice, huh?
It's perfect for her character because it really represents a retreat from the city, and as you can see, it literally is a retreat from the city. The city's still there, looming over her.
You have no idea what I'm going through. You project all of your own bullshit onto me.
Amazing. It's my fault. Last year it was young Evel Knievel, and now it's an aging Knight Rider.
Most of the cast, most of our principal cast is returned, plus some new ones. The couch is back. I should have mentioned when I talked about the guest stars.
Davina loves her couch. I think it's a reminder to where she was and now where she's going. She's trying to fit in her present with her past.
From the houseboat to the White House, the award-winning series Veep is back for another term, and it already looks like Julia Louis-Dreyfus will be walking away with her 8th Emmy nomination.
We are in the middle of a tied election.
One person at a time, give me a really stupid explanation.
We need more votes for you, ma'am.
You think?
You have to do the one thing O'Brien can't do.
Drive sober.
Can't take a shit without getting a hernia.
Here is a fun fact. For every season Veep has been on the air, you have won the Emmy for your performance.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen to people.
Right.
You realize that, right?
I do. It's kind of mind-blowing.
Is there a separate room for them? Is there a dusting schedule? How does it work?
They're in my office, and they're big, so it's a little bit, you know, I try to put things in front of them so it doesn't look too show-offy and stuff like that, but yeah.
How would Selina Meyer handle a 4 straight win Emmy victory? Where would she be putting her trophy?
She would have them with her right now as we were having this conversation.
She would?
Yeah.
I really did have a great time.
No, I do too. I'm just saying they're not that kind of a president.
Got it.
Yeah.
Last season you gave your daughter, your character, gave your daughter some amazing advice, which was all men are awful.
Yes.
But this season, Selena has a romantic love interest in the form of Silver Fox John Slattery.
Yeah.
What is Selena like with romance?
Well, Selena in romance is like Selena in anything other aspect of her life. She's a mess. But she wouldn't categorize herself as such.
Oh, no.
No. She's a big believer in herself. And John Slattery was great. It was really fun to have him come and play with our group, and we had a great time. I think people are going to get a kick out of it.
Ma'am, the Chinese hackers have breached White House employee files.
Maybe they can find out what some of these people are doing.
Ooh, tell me about it.
If you look back on your 3 most iconic TV characters, Elaine from Seinfeld, Christine from New Adventures of Old Christine, Selina Meyer, who would you most want to be friends with? Who would you want to hang out with tonight?
Is there a 4th option?
Me.
You.
Okay. Well, we can act. Let's make that. Screw Elaine. Let's make that happen.
It is imperative that you look presidential right now.
You've brought honor to America with your kayaking, so congratulations on your gold
It's
medal.
bronze.
Oh, bronze medal.
Well, there you have it. 2 great series to catch on HBO Canada and some exciting blockbusters to keep you fully entertained all month long. For eTalk Movie Moments, I'm Devin Soltman.